Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Oh, today we're taking a look at the CRKT Chehalem. Now the Chehalem is a new release for 2020 from CRKT. If you saw my unboxing, you'll hear my story about how I really want to be doing this review a lot earlier than I am right now, but hey, that's how things work. But we are going to look at the Chehalem today. Now, the handle of the Chehalem right here, this is what really drew me to this model. Now, I have to admit, CRK, they had a lot of designs that looked really, really good coming out this year. But the handle of the Chehalem reminds me so much of this. This is a Rough Rider cotton sampler, as you can see there. But that buckshot bone pattern, which I really, really dig, well, the hammered look on the Chehalem pretty much mimics that. And yeah, I was all about that. So that's what drew me to the Chehalem in specific. But as I said, full stainless, that hammered texture on the handle. I do have a stainless backspacer there, about a third coverage there. Pretty open the rest of the way. Do have a very nice deep carry pocket clip, right hand tip up only, but excellent, excellent. Now, I will tell you right now that the Chehalem is pretty much a tale of two knives for me, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But there you go, frame lock, very nice. Coming to the blade now, 8CR13 MOV, very, very unique clip point blade on this one. Very unique. Eric Oak's design, as you can see there. Now you do have that big old thumb hole on it. It's not a flipper. It's not a thumb stud, but wow. Just a very unique looking blade. Now, I'm not, I shouldn't even try this. Oh, I did it. Oh, thank God. Yes, yes. You can Spidey flick it. I can't all the time. I'll be honest with you. I sat here before recording this just trying, and I bet I did it maybe 3 out of 10 times. But yes, it can be Spidey flicked. So I'm not doing it again. I did it once. We're good. It's riding on Teflon washers. Decent little ramp there to put your thumb. Now it is a smaller knife, as you can see there. I mean, I can get a full 4-finger grip. My pinky's just kind of hanging on there, but I can get it. But decent choil. You can get up on that forward choil and use it for sure. And the choil in conjunction with the ramp, you can actually get a pretty good grip and do some pretty fine, maybe if you want to do some feather sticking and stuff like that. But let's take a look at some measurements here. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just over 6 1/4 fully open. That's going to give us a handle length of roughly, we're pushing 3.5 to 3 5/8, right around there. That's going to give you a blade length of about 2 3/4 inches. So those of you that do have a 3-inch law, the Chehalem will fit into that pretty nicely. And then you saw there in my hand, you've got a grip, of about 2 3/4 inches is your grip length. So it's definitely a smaller knife. Now, for those lanyard folks, you do have a lanyard hole there, which is always nice. Size comparison real quick. Oh, how about the bug out? Now, of course, we're talking two completely different profiles of knives, but as you can see there, the bug out is decently bigger than the Chehalem. And the bug out's not a big knife at all, but it is quite a bit longer than the Chehalem. Then, of course, you know, everybody's pretty much favorite, the Rat 2, which there again is a decent bit longer than the Chehalem. But just gives you an idea of some size there. Now let's go for weight. Now, this being a full stainless knife, it's going to have some weight to it. I don't think it's bad personally, but for a smaller knife, it's going to have some weight to it. That ounce per inch of blade, we're definitely exceeding that. We're taking 3.9 or 111 grams. Now, does the weight bother me? Not a bit. Not at all, because it's only 3.9 ounces. So it's not that bad. Let's look at the carry. As I said, deep carry clip. It's pretty smooth in and out of pocket for sure. And then boom. There you go. Say goodbye to the Chehalem. Very nice. Very nice. I love the deep carry clip. The clip in your pocket, it gives you that cutout on the clip, gives you a little bit of texture to grab to pull it out. So very, very nice in the pocket. Well, let's check out that blade. Now, you do have, you know, you've got quite a robust spine, but it does come down to a pretty narrow tip. What does that tip measure out at? Down there, you're looking at 30 thousandths down there. So it does come down, and we start out at 110 thousandths, 117 thousandths, excuse me, 118 thousandths. So, yeah. Pretty cool little knife. Now, what did I mean by a tale of two knives? Okay. Well, let's just go over it. Like I said, from here down, yes. From here up, not that bad, but still just kind of all right. Now, if you guys saw my review of the Rip Snort, the CRKT Rip Snort, that was definitely a tale of two knives. Loved the blade on the Rip Snort, hated the handle. It was slick, it was unfinished. Maybe that was just mine because I've seen people say they really like the Rip Snort. I don't know. But from the pivot up, I love the Rip Snort. From the pivot back, to me, it was pretty much a hot mess. But that's just my opinion. Now this guy, tale of two, it's kind of the opposite. The handle, I dig the handle. As I said, I really like the pattern that just speaks to me. It reminds me of that buckshot bone. That pocket clip. To me, that pocket clip is done very, very well. As you can see, it's recessed in the handle. You have recessed screws. Very, very well done. Now, it's not lefty friendly. Sorry, guys. But everything, you know, everything is rounded off. There's no sharp spots. Well, I'm going to cover. We're going to talk about this. No sharp spots. No. Now, as you can see there, I don't know if it's the angle they're at, but you can see how this looks, has a little bit more flat color than this. I don't know. I don't know what's doing that. Maybe it's just the texturing, I think, really. Yeah. But yeah, from here back, I'm digging it. Now, from here up, It's just a little story. Now, look at that. They're on the frame lock. Kind of looks like a little bit of a fang, doesn't it? Now, again, this is just mine. I can only speak to this one that I have right here in front of me. But to be perfectly honest with you, you know, I take these to work. I use them at work. I show the guys at work. I get their opinion. Some of them are kind of knife guys. You know, they carry knives and stuff. And I show them and get their, you know, their consumer. I get their thoughts on it, what they think. And, you know, one of the guys, he had it, and he's like, oh, crap. And he lays it down. And he's like, I think I cut myself. And he looked, and he's like, no, I didn't. I was like, dude, you weren't even anywhere near the blade. That got him right there. That spot got him. Now, is it overly sharp? No, it's not overly sharp, but it's sharp enough for him to think he cut himself. I mean, when you're grabbing it like this, and then there again, if you have a little bit bigger hands and you're trying to get a full grip, it's digging into my finger. Can you see that? It's digging into my finger. That combined with, if you get up on the forward finger choil, the whole choil edge, it feels like it's almost still got that freshly stamped feeling. Not quite as bad. Yeah, not quite as bad as what I said about the rip snort and that chunk of metal that was hanging out of the... Anyway. Yeah. But it just feels unfinished to me. And we were talking about it on SKL, and I was like, you know, and I called up my little bitchy session about the Chehalem, and you know, we just came down to, I don't want to talk. I was like, okay, so maybe they just left it that way so you could strike a ferro rod with it. I'll give them that. I really don't think that's the reason, but I want to be positive. I want to be positive. But yeah, it just feels unfinished to me. Now, if you remember... Oh, where'd it go? Aha. Here it is. Doggone it. Pardon me while I dig this out. Oh, by the way, $28. This is what this sells for $28. Roughly. $28, $29. Right in there, depending on where you find it. The Weston. Just reviewed this knife. $18 knife. Look at that. Nice. Rounded off. Yeah. Big difference. $18 knife. $28 knife. I mean, you know, and that's just me. It might just me being picky. That might be the only one. Let me know, guys, if you have a Chehalem. Is yours like that at all? Does it kind of have that unfinished feeling in the choil? Does it have a fang? Mine does. So, you know, overall, do I like the Chehalem? I do. I do like the Chehalem, but I could like it a whole lot more if it just... Yes, I know, guys. Can we fix that? Yes, we can. We can fix that. Should we have to fix it? No. That's my point. I shouldn't have to fix that with a knife coming from a company like CRKT. I just don't feel like I should have to fix that. Again, completely my opinion. You may agree. You may disagree. That's okay. Not a problem. Do I like it? Overall, I do. I really like that handle. That handle just speaks to me. And I love the buckshot bone, you know, on that Rough Rider. And I dig it. It's just kind of a cool little knife. That blade, it just kind of, its own little, yeah. Looks like a big old eyeball, man. But I like it. Blue said it was okay. He gave it an 8 because there is room for improvement. But it's a pretty solid knife overall. It is little. So if you got really big hands, might not be the knife for you. Depends. I don't know what kind of knives you like. Usually guys with big hands like bigger knives. So there you go. And as I said, guys, $28. It's a budget knife. It's a good budget knife. Could be a little bit better. Yes, it could. But thank you very much, guys, for spending some time with me, checking out the Chehalem from CRKT and Eric Oak's design. Thank you very much. And as always, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, guys. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.